let's start this. So our theme of this DevOps meetup is automation and monitoring in DevOps. So previously we did lots of stuff around hypervisors and micro VMs. This we are focusing on automation and monitoring. So how do we do it in DevOps? We will be like discussing all this stuff here, and we have this is me. And you can follow me. You can like check my profile on GitHub and LinkedIn. So let's talk about automation. What is automation? So in automation, when it comes to like what is the general thing that you guys can understand, like come up with when we say automation? Anyone, just a specific answer out of like these things. When I say speed, what does this speed denotes in automation? Anyone? Exactly, execution time, agility, right? So for automation, the speed is basically we want to go to market as soon as possible. Right? And with automation, you will remove the human intervention, right? And since it is an automated process, obviously your deployment time and will be consistent, and you it would be a constant value, not like you could give out like plus minus 2 to 3 second of differences. But yeah, that's automation. Consistency is like, let's say if you have developed something, if you have written a specific code for it, it will obviously do that specific job. So you know that there is a consistency in the deployment pipeline, right? If you're doing something and you have defined like your code to do it in a specific way, that is consistency. So automation allows us with that consistency. Then reliability. I know if something goes wrong, I know if like something goes like bad about my pipeline or my automation like stuff, it would obviously report me, right? So I know it is reliable for me whenever something happens. Let's say if somebody pushes or if somebody make a change and you have an automation in line, it will obviously I can rely on it to like work on that specific changes and do the job it has defined, right? So for me, automation is speed, consistency, and reliability, right? Let's move to other slide. Monitoring. So monitoring is proactive issue detection, enhance visibility, and improve reliability, right? When I say proactive issue detection, if you have a monitoring tool, right? Monitoring tool is supposed to work on issues, right? If there is anything which you might not know, like let's say the bandwidth of a specific link is down, or it has reduced its speed, or anything like that is happening, right? So you cannot identify using like you cannot physically go to 10,000 of servers and see what device is having what issue on what interface. So I would say monitoring helps me to proactively find those kind of stuff, right? There are lots of other issues like in terms of hardware or a software or network level. So all these issues can be monitored, right, using automation. So, and yeah, then come to let's come to enhanced visibility. What is enhanced visibility? As I said, like you cannot find out everything going bad about your servers or your networks or your softwares, right? Using a visualization tool and using a like proper monitoring tool, you can identify what went wrong and what's happening, what is really going to happen with some kind of changes which is now affecting your infra. Then improve reliability. Obviously if there is some tool which will help you to identify such things, right, you can rely on it. Even if it is like let's say 12 o'clock in the midnight, right? You will you don't have to like specifically keep monitoring everything. It will automatically give you a notification or stuff like this. So for me, this is what automation and monitoring should do, and this is what we are here to talk about. Let's talk about the synergy between these two. Automation ensures that development is good. Monitoring keeps providing you the feedback depending upon what's really happening for your infra, right? So this is what I've defined for automation and monitoring, and what is the synergy between these two. What are we doing at GeekyAnts right now? Like since 6 to 8 months, we are preparing our own data center. We have our all services, which is right now provided by Azure as well as Amazon, right? We are using OpenStack and different stuff to like cl- create our infrastructure. But these are all the tools that we are right now using in GeekyAnts for our customers as well as for our internal projects. We have Jabix. Jabix, as you all might know, it is like a monitoring tool which will help you in monitoring your infrastructure, like network, hardware, or software. Then comes the Ansible, which will help you in automation. Right, you can write lots of automation scripts using Ansible. Same goes for Nagios. Like if you have a specific choice to go only with Amazon or Azure, you can use their services like Azure Monitor and CloudWatch. Then there is Sentry for your APM, application performance monitoring. Right? It is specifically designed to work with your application. So, and Sentry provides you lots of integrations with different kinds of technologies and frameworks. Like if you are using PHP but you want to use Laravel or a Magento, then you can use Sentry, and it has a specific configuration for you. You don't have to like write lots of code. You just need to configure a few things in terms of like Magento or Laravel. Same goes for front end applications like Astro, Next.js, or React. So yeah, Sentry is what we are right now using for lots of our applications. We have our own self-hosted Sentry as well as Zabbix right now at GeekyAnts. Now let's see who we have. We are gonna like see here on stage today. We have Aditya Prakash, senior DevOps engineer at level 2 at GeekyAnts. Then we have Vasuki Vardhan, tech lead 1 at GeekyAnts. Then we have Vijay Rangan, who is founder and CTO of Vijay Rangan Consulting. And then we have Pawan Tikani, founder of Pragmatic. Then at the end we have Ayushman and Girish. They will be pairing up to showcase how infrastructure monitoring is done using Zabbix. So yeah, this is all we have right now. And as Prem has said, like we will have two speakers come up here, then we will have a break, and then the other three speakers, then we will be like gathering around, and we will talk about stuff that we can discuss from this talk today. All right, let's get started. Thank you, everyone.